first run was in March of 2006 from Hopi, Arizona, with 28 runners and one lone Navajo runner. Our journey there was very spiritual, very gratifying to all of us that had participated.
It was a very wonderful experience, spiritual experience that morning, to see all the Hopis and their non-Hopi friends gathered early in the morning, running back and forth, getting things together, and then actually having that spirituality.
Bana Grande, Puerto Rico, Pozo de la Virgin, Virgin's Well.
This is the one I was telling you about. It has a picture of the it's not. Look all around you. What are we going to do with all this stuff?
That water was coming from Smoky Mountains,
I want to
Tennessee.
thank them. Let's give them a big hand.
And this water's from northern Saskatchewan, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
You're going to be visiting the Temple of the Sun. Okay?
Mount Fuji.
So I'm going to leave this also. This water is coming from here. This is Mount Fuji, Japan. And it has a message here. Trouble is I can't read Japanese yet. Yet we are strongly supporting your beliefs from Japan.
From the Tongva.
Tonga?
Tongva. The other one was from the Gabrielino tribe. And that one's from the Chumash.
Chumash from, yeah, California, yeah. Hey,
This has been in our family for 2 generations. It comes from the Spider Mount where we were yesterday. It was at the end part of it. It was created there, and it comes from my great grandmother. She was a stick spider clan, and it's all natural clay. It's fire with the natural firing, and it's waterproofed with cedar pitch. Oh, this is the gourd for the higher power. And we're taking the message from him from here, for unity and for peace, and to prolong our lives. Yeah.
Very important responsibility. You have to focus on a prayer. And as your feet hits the ground, it sends out the message. All directions. That's why we run. We've got to learn this water ethics. Learn to live with what we've got. Got to accept the fact that fresh water is not infinite. It is finite. That's why we try to explain that by putting it in a gourd, meaning it's limited. And in order to survive as a human race, we've got to learn to live with the water.
One of the main reasons why I feel this run is important is because of what I have here. This was done by a very famous Japanese person that does these. This one here is the image from the Navajo aquifer that was being slurried. This is the pristine drinking water that we were opposed to using commercially. So this is what the purpose for Black Mesa Trust was. I sit on the advisory panel for the Black Mesa Trust, and this is the image from the Navajo aquifer. And notice how clean, how pure it is. Each one of these should have 6 points. This is one of the springs that we consider the breather springs that comes out of the aquifer. And notice the difference. The difference being that it did not materialize. It
Yeah.
did not even come together.
Yeah.
And this spirit, the spirit of this water, tells me that it is because we are not together anymore. We are not of one mind, of one heart, or stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes.
So it's telling us that we are not together. So this did not materialize. It did not crystallize like this one
And
did.
this was from the aquifer also?
No, this is from one of the springs that feeds off of the aquifer.
Ah, okay. So
And it's sad.
dying.
It's
dying.
It's
right?
dying. It doesn't want to exist anymore.
Well, we're running from where we left off yesterday, and it's an area called nearby Spider Mound. And we're going to be running pretty much straight today without really no stopping. Like yesterday, we had a lot of stops to go through all the villages. We stayed like over probably 15 minutes to 30 minutes at every village yesterday. That's 12 villages.
We did that when we left Monkopi yesterday. But I'm gonna finish the race. This won't stop me. We started in Monkopi. Then they're gonna go on down and go from Arizona into New Mexico. And they're gonna run through the Zuni Indian Reservation all the way over to Grants and then into Albuquerque, going up the 40. They'll just keep going east and then they'll start going south all the way down. Here's where Mexico begins. Right here, El Paso,
So they'll cross
Texas.
over at El Paso.
Yeah.
Wow, and then they'll run
And then
through
they're gonna
Juarez,
Chihuahua,
Chihuahua.
down through Gomez Palacio, and then into Monterey, and then all the way down to Luis Potosi, and then down to Mexico City.
Our science is that all waters of the world are connected. They're not separated. There's 3 levels of water. The sea, Batiwakachi being the first. The earthly waters, the fresh waters. And then the cosmic sea. We come from the ocean, fresh. When we die, go back to the ocean, cosmic sea, then repeat. So in our science, all the aquifers are connected. They're like your body with all kinds of vessels and pumping systems and everything. We need to change. And it's the water that's going to do it for us. Because if there's anything common to all of us, every single living thing is water. It's the water. We're not separated. And because all living things is water, and because water is hydrogen, 2 parts hydrogen, hydrogen is what fuels the sun. So it's incredible amount of energy that all of you have in your body because you're mostly hydrogen people in air. And so the thing is, the power of the water can bond people or it can destroy people.
This is the time that we have to begin to share ourselves with our friends who have the same humbleness as we do. And the challenge here is to make sure that we continue to build this kind of relationship with one another so that we can benefit from this together. we got to do it all the way. You know, we can't just pray for moisture, snow, rain, good weather, good planting weather, and leave it there. We have to walk the talk, they say, as the white man would say. But in this case, we need to walk the talk in the Hopi way.
With all you guys are going through, it's really paying off, you know. Look at the weather now. It's following you guys, and with what you guys are carrying, all the prayers and all the strength you guys have within you, you know, you guys are bringing it towards us, and, you know, we really appreciate what you guys are doing.
It's a phenomena, you know, that you experience and how and why you did a certain thing, why you did and say a certain thing at a certain time. Even saying it and how you said it sometimes. If you're working from humbleness, respect, and trying to help human nature, the universe, it's there to provide you the necessary tools that you can use to help strengthen.
No, here's the water, and it's from a spring up there in Kauai. So I'll present this to you guys too.
I tell you, man, those guys were relentless. They had sprained ankles and worn out shoes and everything, but there wasn't one that would stop. We tried to make them stop and take a break on them, but they says, we're down here for a purpose and we're going to do it.
When I needed that inspiration, motivation, or the extra strength, I looked back at my people, you know. I thought of the cloud people, the water people, you know, the natural things. Like I would rely on like the water, I guess the water spirits, because like I would tell myself, you know, you need to run and flow like the water.
Putsanga itam pancho khamiki ino panka hapikus anza ihihim itahim askus uyok itam kauni yang kanza yes itam singanin qununumi. And I felt that panitam anzo pancho ikyok. I think that was one of the lessons putting it to at pana mamachi because papi anza panka anka huiti wisa me atka me hapitam na piu nana waknangwa hita suyalang we fi titam itahim no sunyanen itam apu tuta itam ahoya mamats na yadat itam uni yung tuat piu pansok putni ka.
Son buena gente y me cayeron muy bien.
Ah, qué bueno. Qué bueno.
¿Y qué piensas de lo que hacen por el agua?
No, que está muy bien.
Muy bueno, ¿verdad?
Que es muy buena, que es muy bueno para que así logren hacer que las personas ya no malgasten el agua y no se desperdicien.
تمالك يا كامبيون نهو تتنيه تمالك يا كامبيون تفكني وسنيه بايت منايا تنموا ساتمق بيان يقال تتنيه تمالك يا كان نهو تتنيه
وين مالك يا كامبيون نهو تتنيه
لا ولا That's what we need to do, to unite, to become one, so that we can come back into balance. But right now we're so out of balance. But this is where the balance begins again, the hope for the future, for our children that are still coming. That's simply our message to these people, is that water is our basic necessity towards our survival here on Earth. The ceremony that we're waiting to get into when they get finished, the gourd that we've been passing each other along the way for 2 weeks, this is our destination here with the people that actually care from their hearts, as all of us do. If we can touch that one person, then there is hope also for the people there to wake up and understand how water is simply here for us to survive on.
el agua de la nación Hopi, de las naciones de Canadá, las naciones de Estados Unidos que vinieron para acá, autóctonas, nativas, de los lugares sagrados de México, todas ya están en un recipiente. Y en estos momentos, los representantes de la nación wixárika, nuestros hermanos huicholes, van a dar la bendición con esa agua para todos.
estar contentos para todos y para nuestros hijos. Y también estar contentos con todos los que estamos aquí. Que todos tengan una vida fuerte. Chazo tomate, gracias.
And I was one of the women that received the water, and when I get the water, it was dirty, like smells not good, and it means that the water, when it was like that, I felt that it was because nobody was united, and the spirit of the water, through all this trouble that we were making, it was taking us to all that we have to be together.
Nakpai pangko pai hinok pampiuvi itehete pai pantia vovi tamami pa ang kasinom kasufot yako sitse tamnana minana o sitse tamnana mihinka ko kanahala yako pai panna uvi pampi itehete pai pangko pai tam kasusi sufot ya ui pai na pangko pai tam kasusi sufot ya.
Tonantin Tlali, Tonatiu, Ashkani Palintonali, Ispanchin Koyaguatzin, Ventech Moe Canelia, Ventech Mochipinelia y Tiquinto Tonacayo Tlinto eso. Bienvenidos, están mis hermanos con la danza, con la presencia que tienen aquí enfrente, con el jopal, para que nuestro espíritu cada día tome más energía y esté unido con la esperanza del bien que nos legaron nuestros antepasados. Esta es su casa, la única, el bosque.
Hace mucho tiempo se nos había dicho anticipadamente que los seres que vuelan del sur, de los del cóndor, de los del norte del águila, que se iban a unir. Y aquí estamos, lo vimos con nuestros ojos el día de hoy.
Giving thanks for all the people, for all their prayers. Giving thanks for life. Giving thanks for the water. We brought some water from a sacred spring, the tree of life. May life and earth continue. May there be water for every living being. May there be water for the nations. Clean water, sacred water.
We're very honored to be in your home.
Pero es un gran honor para nosotros estar en el hogar de ustedes.
We're so happy to be received by all the people here.
Estamos tan contentos de que nos reciba el pueblo aquí.
We're very honored to get this water that has been with us for 15 days.
Es un gran honor para nosotros entregar esta agua que lleva 15 días con nosotros.
All our energy,
Toda nuestra energía,
all our hardship,
todas nuestras problemáticas que sufrimos,
all our hearts that came into doing this run
todo el corazón que llevamos para hacer que sucediera esta carrera,
was passed on through this Dawea border
lo pasamos a través de esta.
with many waters from different parts of the world.
Y hay muchas aguas de diferentes partes del mundo.
We are honored to bring all these waters from different parts of the world to Nora for having that gift.
Y es un honor para nosotros traer esta agua de diferentes partes de Nora, de partes del mundo, porque Nora tiene el regalo de trabajar con el agua.
But we're not forgetting the Fourth World Water Forum.
Pero no nos estamos olvidando del Foro Mundial, Cuarto Foro.
I think we all understand why they're there also doing this.
Todos entendemos por qué están ahí haciendo lo que están haciendo.
And I said that I hope we could touch one of their hearts.
Y dije yo, espero que podamos tocar el corazón de uno de ellos.
That they look at it and feel as the same as we do from our heart that water is sacred. It's our basic necessity for survival here on earth.
Y que ellos lo miren como nosotros lo miramos, que el agua es nuestra necesidad básica, sagrada, con lo que necesitamos básico para la vida aquí en la tierra.
That's where the hope lies also, all of us who are children.
Y ahí es donde está la esperanza para todos nosotros y los niños.
And the children that are coming.
Y los niños que están por llegar.
With this, may she prosper to help the people lead long, healthy, happy lives towards old age.
Y con esto que prosperes y que puedas llegar a la vejez, una vejez saludable, largas, a la edad natural.
May the rains come.
Y que lleguen las lluvias.
Yeah.
And then on the day that we gifted the water to the indigenous women, a huge eagle came and circled the runner several times and then left. And people were saying they have never seen an eagle in Mexico City. And that was another indication that even though we might not have gotten the international media attention, it didn't matter, because what matters is the faith of Hopi people and their belief that if you do things the right way, you will be honored for that and blessed with rain and signs of different kinds.
Throughout our history and the storytelling of our ancient peoples, there is a line that is told from generation to generation. Without the tellings of old, we could not survive as the indigenous people. But there was a legend told, a story of the great bird. This today is known as a condor, and of the most powerful of the native peoples telling, the eagle. It was said, in time, there will be a bringing forth to all that is of this creation of world. The condor will come from the south. The eagle will come from the north. And it is said of the two, when they are brought to actual pairing, this is now the beginning of what is to be a time of peace. Listen to your heart and know that for what you are in this creation is with purpose, and know that with your heart's calling, step forward and bring voice, for this has been the gifting of this great spirit. Hanaha.
Con el permiso de nuestros abuelos anahuacas, es misión y es mandato.
It's a mission and it's a mandate.
Que hoy las turquesas,
that today the turquoise people and the jade people
juntaran las aguas
would come and bring the waters together
por la permanencia en la vida,
in order that life should remain
por todas nuestras generaciones,
through all our generations,
por todos los niños que vienen,
for all the children that are coming,
y porque algún día nuestros hijos puedan correr hacia esas tierras,
and that someday our children can run to your lands,
y cerrar el círculo,
and we can close this circle,
para elevar al Creador este rezo,
to elevate this prayer up to Creator,
por la defensa del agua,
in the name of the defense of water, the protection of water.
The provision of enfocados por la esencia del agua. Con el permiso de todos ustedes que llegaron con sus pies caminando, que llegaron con su corazón, con su fuerza, con su esencia. Nosotros, mexicanos, pero hermanos todos, porque somos parte del mismo continente, de la misma tierra. Tenemos la misma esencia, tenemos las mismas esencias regidoras del universo. Trabajamos con los mismos rituales. Estamos sumamente agradecidos por este hermoso trabajo, por este hermoso fuerza que se ha dado aquí a nuestra esencia vital, el agua. Les damos gracias por la conciencia que ustedes han movido, por la fuerza que ustedes han dado a esta energía tan necesaria, tan indispensable. Los seres humanos, al igual que la tierra, tenemos la misma cantidad de agua, la misma cantidad de fuerza. Por eso debemos agradecerle. Es nuestra madre, es nuestra esencia misma, al igual que la tierra, nuestro padre el sol y nuestro padre el aire. Estamos aquí con ustedes recibiéndolos porque es un acto de amistad, de amor, de convivencia. Agradecemos a todos los que llegamos convocados por este mismo pensamiento, por este mismo sentimiento en el corazón, en el amor, por el agua, tan solo por el agua, por la tierra, tan solo por la tierra, por el aire, tan solo por el aire, por todo nuestro fuerza vital, que es la pasión y el amor de todos los seres humanos conjugados en un solo pensamiento y en una sola razón. Estamos muy contentos, muy conmovidos y les agradecemos a todos los que han participado en este trabajo y nos sentimos servidores y esencia de ustedes. Las Ocama, oh Meteo.
Por último, gracias. Llevar una palabra en esta danza, ¿verdad? Que ya nos están diciendo que es suficiente por el día de hoy. La experiencia la llevamos en el corazón y la ofrenda está hecha, ¿verdad? Ya los espíritus.
the current and just the mixed emotions that the water was bearing. It feels like it was just all churning, and I could hear the water sounds, you know, like, and at times it would sound like water waves splashing up against a wall or the shores, and then at times I would hear the little trickling, like water's dripping down in a natural spring.
¡Cuídate, Cocoleque!
Chichi, Intonati Kisaya, Gillan in Quetzalcoatl. Oiski, in Mispancinco, in Itzacualcin, in Totatsin Tonatiu, in Itzacualcin, in Tositzin Metzin. Ahora, dignamente saludamos a los moradores del lugar de la región de la luz, el lugar por donde sale el sol, el lugar de la sabiduría preciosa. Dignamente pedimos permiso al recinto sagrado de nuestro Padre el Sol y de nuestra abuela Luna. Dignamente los saludamos y les pedimos permiso. Inipalnemowa itlokenahuake, ¡Ometeo!
Hopi means peace. H2O, of course, is water. So we're trying to spread the prayer for peace through water. And hopefully the power and energy of the prayer feathers has resonated throughout the whole world.